What's up guys, it's your boy Anthony Arundel bringing you once again another TTC Toni-Tech Cave review. Today we're going to be taking a look at our awesome little box right here, the TANIX TX3 MAX. This box is quite capable for the price and I will be telling you why, so please stick around. What is up everybody? Today we will be taking a look of course at the TANIX TX3 MAX TV box. This is quite a capable little box. I mean, if we take a look at the specs, this is a 4K box that comes with what 2 gigabytes of RAM, which is pretty good. It's quite decent, DDR3. We also have 16 gigabytes of eMMC memory and the AM Logic S905W. There are a few different kinds of the AM Logic S905. You have the S905, the S905W, S905X, this is the W. This is a mid-range CPU which is quite capable and makes sure that everything is running smoothly as it should. Alright guys, let's first begin by taking a nice little quick look at what this box has to offer. Come in. Good. And now that we have zoomed in, let's have a quick look. Here we have on the side, we have two USB ports. These USB ports are nothing groundbreaking or special, they're just two USB 2.0 ports. Here we have a nice little slot for your micro SD card. I managed to test 128 gigabytes and it worked awesomely. I don't have a bigger card, so you have to try that yourself. Here on this side we have the power port. We also have next to it the HDMI 2.0 port. Here we have our little Ethernet port for your internet. And we have an optical in cable and an AV port. Wow, that's pretty bare, guys. I mean, on the bottom of the box, there's obviously nothing, just a few little footsteps. On the top, the TANIX logo. Really not much to see here, but just like I always say with many of the boxes, it doesn't have to do much with the outside. It's what's inside that counts. We're gonna be taking a closer look at the inside. But before we do that, this is a nice little plastic box. It got a little bit of heft to it. It's nothing really groundbreaking, but I can tell you one thing. This box runs pretty cool. And again, do not be fooled by its small size. Now, let's take a look at a few features on the TV, shall we? Ah, yes, guys. And now we are back. This is my favorite part when I get to show you guys a little bit around. This, what you're looking at, is the fantastic Alice UI. What does that mean? Well, let's have a quick look. Here's the, when I click on the home, of course I come to here where I have most of my favorite programs. In this case, as you can see, I got the Play Store, I got Android TV version of YouTube. I also have Netflix, which is not in HD, so do not be fooled, Chrome. And my favorite player, the FTMC. This is a fork of Kodi. And I would definitely recommend you guys use this. You just get a better user experience. But let's keep going. We go here to the little cog, and then we can go into settings if we wanted to. And yes, we do. So let's go into settings. Here we have the common settings. Nothing too special here. Everything here is what you would find, usually find on any other box. So nothing really to see here. If you go to cable now, if my Ethernet cable was connected, then you would obviously see my IP address and information like that. Now in this case, we're connected wirelessly to the cave. Yes, I said that. That is how my connection is called. Don't hate, bro. Let's see. Nothing special here. Also nothing special here. Just the typical huge Bluetooth settings. So let's go back. We have here your app drawer where obviously all your cool programs are. And I must say, guys, look, most of the programs I installed myself. But this box comes out of the box with some cool stuff. Like, for example, it came with LMT. Now, this is a program that you would usually install if you have your box modded. What does LMT do? Look at this. I can use little side buttons to do pretty much whatever I want without having to press any physical button. So you guys might want to install it. Yes, LMT does work for telephones as well, so put that in your pipe and smoke it. The box also came with programs like Mobdro, for example, where you can watch TV free. But then again, that's another whole different show, guys. It's all the programs that come with the box. It even comes with its own version of Kodi, the TV Center. We'll just click on it just to give you guys a small example. This is actually just Kodi 17. Do not be fooled. Supposedly it comes with some extras, but I mean the only extras I found was extra work because it didn't work properly. So again, guys, take my advice and just install the FTMC. I'm gonna put the link in the description below. And this is the TV media center that comes with the box. Yeah, as you can probably tell just by looking at it, you don't even need to go and do much digging. This is actually Kodi 17. Yeah guys, let's take a quick look at the system information, and here you will be able to see if this is Kodi 17, yes or not. And as you can see, it is Kodi 17.6, and it's a build from 2017, and it's from the 30th of November. So yeah, there's nothing special about this build. It's supposed to be like an extremely special version for this box specifically, but they're lying. Alright guys, let me show you some advanced settings. Now you can either go to settings here, or you can just pull down up here and click on the cog. It will take you to the settings. Now, if you're in common settings and you go to more settings, you will get another pop-up window with some more settings here on the right side. Like always, an option that is really important to me is HDMI CEC. As you know from the last video, once these things are turned off and I turn on the TV, the box will obviously turn off as well. And if I turn the TV on or the box, both will turn on. So this is quite handy. Another option that you will definitely not find in many other boxes, which is quite handy guys, is the playback settings. Once you go into playback settings, we have auto frame rate. Once you use any of these settings here, for example, I'm gonna use level 1. What does that mean? If I was to play a movie, for example, with Kodi or with some other program, it would play back extremely smooth, and that is because it converts everything to 24 Hertz, which if you didn't know, put this in your mouth and chew it. 24 Hertz plays extremely smooth because it adjusts to what the human eye can see, and 24 frames is perfectly smooth for a human. So we'll try it out later, and I'll show you guys on level 1. You have level 1 and level 2. Level 1 is pretty much for players like Kodi, for example. Level 2 is for everything, so things like YouTube should also work with frame rate. I would not recommend to use level 2 because it can get pretty annoying, so leave it on level 1. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just gonna turn it off. Wait a minute, no, I'm gonna turn it on because I'm gonna show it to you on Kodi later. Now, if we go into storage and reset, here you can pretty much see how much internal storage we have. It's now calculating. This box comes with 16 gigabytes of storage. But after it's done installing everything, it should come up to about 10 to 9. Now, seeing as I have plenty of apps installed and many other things, of course, because I have to test the box, I have now 1.9 available. But you will have 9 to 10 gigabytes available. So you might want to take that into consideration. If you say that's not enough for you, then you might want to put an SD card or something else to help you get this thing running the way you want it to. And by running the way you want it to, I mean in space. If we go to about, here you will find all the information that you need about the box. It's a TANIX TX3 MAX. Here is the model, the version 7.12. And usually when you get the box, I would definitely recommend you to click on System Update, because when I got my box and I clicked on System Update, it did have an update for me. Right now, as you can see, it's on the latest, so there's no new updates going on. Moving forward, guys, those were the options. What I want to do is I want to now do a Antutu benchmark test so that you guys can see what kind of a power we're dealing with. Alright guys, so now we're back. As you can see here, this is the Antutu benchmark. It has a total score of 13,198. Look, I must say that is not high at all. I mean, you know, when I'm talking about high, I'm speaking of at least 50,000 and higher. However, for a box that has an Antutu score of 13,198, that doesn't mean anything. It means that real life use is what counts, because I look at this score and I can tell you from how this box performs, this score says nothing. Anyhow, let's continue. If you look at the score here for the CPU, it's 8,216. Unfortunately, for one of the other reasons, Antutu did not want to read the GPU. According to Antutu, it was not compatible, the software, which is quite ridiculous. But anyhow, let's move on. We have the UX total score of 2758, not bad. And then we have the memory test 2224, which is also not that bad. Again, please bear in mind that this score for this box, in my opinion, doesn't say much. It's about real life performance, and this thing performs. And as you can see, guys, I'm running now a 1080p film, and it's running fantastically. I will tell you from my own experience, almost every file I throw at this thing, it was playing great. Now guys, as you can probably see, this box was not made for gaming. I mean, the game is just pretty slow, clunky. I can't even keep the car on the road. That's how horrible it is. But I think that has a lot to do with the controller I'm using. Sorry about that, guys. But I mean, damn, this box was not made for gaming. Nope. Oh, I'm getting a glory time. Glory. Woo! Last moment of glory. It's not even a flip. All right, guys. Here we have Beach Buggies. This game is a little less taxing. So as you can see, it runs pretty nice. It's not like the other one, which was clunky, and I'm just gonna hit this wall. Alright guys, I also want to show you guys a quick little speed test of the Wi-Fi. As you can see, Wi-Fi speeds are not too great on this device. I actually have a 50 megabyte connection. This is the only, or the first box I've ever had that doesn't even reach a 50. As you can see, it reaches 21. It's pretty okay. With the cable, of course, it reaches 50 up and 50 down. And as you can see, another quick Wi-Fi speed test of the upload speed, and I get a maximum of 23.35, which is not, it's not great. Who am I kidding here? This sucks when it comes to Wi-Fi, remember that. And guys, we come to the last part of the video, the pros and the cons. Con number one. Well guys, I think you guys pretty much just saw it from the last test that we did. This thing isn't made for gaming at all. There's two types of games that you can run. Games like, for example, Asphalt, which is a very taxing game. I usually use that to test boxes. It's very taxing. As you can see, it runs pretty clunky, and I wasn't getting the best frame rates ever. So that's a minus point. A good plus point about it though is that it still runs lower tier games. Like as you saw earlier, Beach Buggies runs yeah, fantastically. What can I say? Con number two, man, guys, damn, that internet speed, wow, damn, yeah, that is like one of the worst internet speeds I've ever seen in this house. So you might want to remember that when it comes to internet speed via the Wi-Fi, it's a no-go. Via the cable, you will have absolutely no problem, as it was getting 50 up and 50 down easily when I tested it last night. And now we come to another part that I really like, and that is the pros. Pro number one, what I really liked about this box, the build quality is pretty cool. I mean, you know, it got some heft to it. It's plastic, who cares? But it's, I don't know, what can I say about it? When you hold it in your hands, you see exactly what I mean. It's not the cheap plastic that we're accustomed to. It does have a nice little design. It's quite simple. It has a clock at the front, so you can watch your time. So the build quality is good. There's no complaints about that. I like it, and especially for that price. Pro number two, the price. This baby only costs $35.93. Man, I even so happy when I think about it and when I say it. You can't go wrong for this kind of price. And if you don't like it, I mean, it was only $35.93. So there you have it. Pro number three about this box, what I really like is the user interface. The Alice user interface is nice and clean. Your applications are where you need them to be, and everything runs nice and smooth. This user interface is not taxing whatsoever. And because it's nice, small, and light, it runs quite smooth. Once again, guys, listen, if other companies are watching this as well, take notes, because this is one of the best UIs I've seen on any box. Even the Google lean back launcher. So there. And pro number four, guys, my favorite pro, or one of my favorite pros about this box is pro number four. The fact that you can go on the playback settings and switch or make use of the auto frame rate mode. Not a lot of boxes come with this, and trust me guys, if you give it a go and you put this on level 1 and you try out your Kodi, you will see what I mean, man. It will automatically just make your screen flash, and once it flashes, you will see that everything that plays after that is buttery smooth. Pro number 5. As you can see, this thing comes with a nice little screen on the front side, and this has a nice little display where you can see the time. A little subtle, but it does the job. So guys, I hope that everything we did just now will help you into us to making a good conclusion about this box. Is this something that you would buy? Now, let me tell you why I like this box. First of all, the price is fantastic. I mean, come on, for the price of this box, under 40 euros, what do you get? You get a box that runs smoothly. I have had very little issues with this box. Just like many other boxes, of course, it's gonna once in a while freeze on you, but I can pretty much guarantee almost with 100% certainty that you're probably using Kodi. Kodi does crash your shit. Sorry. Oops. Kodi does crash your stuff sometimes. Yeah, and even though you might experience a few crashes here and there, again, that is totally normal for these kinds of boxes, especially for a new box like this one. The things I like about this box now, they do have some pretty good support for the box. And by pretty good support for the box, I mean they came out with an update not too long ago. I think it was somewhere in December, if I'm not mistaken. But the ROM runs so good that, I mean, really, usually I would be modifying this box right away or any other box that I get, but there's no need for this one. I mean, it's been running good. The Alice UI, I love it. Usually when I have a new box, I would also look to change the user interface and just download another launcher. But with the Alice user interface, I mean, it just works fantastically. I think many other companies can take some examples off of the TANIX box, be cheap, be awesome, and be smart. This box is very cheap, very awesome, and very smart with what it does for the price. Would this be a box that I would recommend to anybody? Yes, I would. Maybe it doesn't play Netflix in HD, but then again, not many boxes play Netflix in HD, and we still buy them. So for that one bad thing that it does, which is no Netflix in HD, it does pretty much every other thing fantastically. So yeah, guys, tell me what you think in the comments below. Is this a box you like? Is this a box that you would recommend to anybody? Do you think I'm crazy for recommending such a cheap box? I don't think so. Let me know in the comments below, and let me know what you think in the comments below, and hopefully I'll be. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and let's keep that marriage strong.